Hi, my name is Serena, and I'm the Customer Success Specialist here at Crafts, the Childcare Record, Attendance, and Financial Tracking System. I'd like to thank you for joining us today as we discuss the benefits of using a daycare management app and how it can make your administrative processes much easier and more efficient. This can result in saving you a ton of time, which allows for you to focus more time on children from an educator standpoint, better parent engagement, and reduce workloads for program administrators. Since I'm from Crafts, I'll be using our software to demonstrate processes to you, but my main focus here is to show you how easy and efficient it is to switch to online daycare administration. Online administration is done with a daycare management web app, such as Crafts, for example. Online administration is way more efficient as it saves time, requires much less organization, among many other benefits for a variety of topics that we'll cover today. Online childcare software is probably the easiest and most modern way to manage records related to childcare. For instance, an app like Crafts offers a simple online management of family records, which can help you save time since it's easy to find, edit, and share information. Information about registered families are documented in a child or parent profile. So instead of having to keep track of a bunch of forms that parents have filled out, resulting in many heavy binders and papers, everything is stored online, separated for each parent. Using a childcare app such as Crafts makes these tasks way easier to edit, locate, and share from any location. The information that is stored in a profile typically includes contact and allergy information, emergency contacts, possible subsidy information, and much more. It documents everything you'd find in a registration and an enrollment form, except it's online. Next up, let's cover the registration process of children. Young parents today are typically more comfortable registering using online forms. This is because they expect to have easy access and see updates as well. To satisfy parents in a contactless environment, using online registrations makes the most sense. By using a childcare software, you can achieve this. Online registration allows parents to be registered within minutes, and it eliminates paper record keeping. This means no paper, no heavy binders, or reading messy handwriting. With Crafts, you can either input the parent and child information yourself, or you can offload that work onto a parent. Your management system should also allow parents to create their own portal account and input family information into their profile. This saves a huge amount of time for staff, as parents are inputting all the information directly into your system themselves. It also gets rid of any duplicate work that comes from inputting the information from a paper form that parents have already filled out. While inputting their information, parents can fill out consent forms online. Staff can add numerous consent forms for each parent to fill out so that they can agree on your daycare policies. For example, you can ask the parent if they consent to have their child's photo taken. In this same process, parents can also request the program, location, area, and start date that they would like their child to be put into. They can also request to be put on a wait list. By creating their portal account, parents can view their information as well as observations about their child and any financial information about their payments to the daycare. The child enrollment process can be done online as well. Enrollment and waitlisting are typically done on paper and stored in a binder or a filing cabinet, and this makes information hard to manage and organize. Much like the registration process, an online enrollment process can be simpler and more efficient since it's paperless, easy to keep track of, and it saves time. In minutes, a child can be enrolled and they can get started at the daycare, being billed, and added to class lists. During the online enrollment process, the staff input standard enrollment details. They also put in the method of payment that the parent would like to use as well as any subsidy information. By inputting subsidy information one time, there is no subsidy calculation required for the future. This enrollment information is what drives billing, so you don't have to do any manual calculations yourself. During this process, staff can also assign the child to a wait list. All this information can be easily updated, printed, exported, and used to generate reports. Attendance is also a very important process and can take place multiple times a day, so it's very important that it's done quickly and accurately. Daycare attendance is usually done on paper, which results in many sheets that are difficult to keep track of and keep organized, which can result in being very time-consuming. Staff and parents would greatly appreciate an attendance process that's consistently quick, simple, and paperless. This can be achieved by transitioning to online attendance. Doing attendance on a computer or tablet with a program like Crafts makes it easy to find and keep track of attendance history. Since attendance is online, it makes it way more accessible from anywhere, and the information can easily be printed or exported into a CSV or an Excel sheet. The entire attendance process can now be completed within seconds. Craft's online attendance records the time of arrival or departure of the child, whether they were sick, absent, or on vacation. It also records who dropped them off, picked them up, as well as any additional notes that you'd like to add. Another feature that Crafts offers is bulk attendance. Bulk attendance allows you to sign in multiple children at once from any room or location, whatever you'd like. Crafts' attendance process has been updated to include documentation of passing a COVID-19 health check as well. Additionally, parents can sign in their children with their identifier PIN, and it saves so much time since staff doesn't have to do attendance themselves. Overall, switching from paper attendance to online attendance can be very beneficial. This is because there's less organization needed, attendance information can easily be looked up and printed, and it can be completed much faster. Another tedious and often time-consuming task is staff management. For example, tracking staff hours on paper and manually calculating them leaves room for error and takes up too much time. This results in inefficiency and leaves way too many physical copies to keep track of. By switching to an online punch clock that can track employee hours accurately and effectively can save heaps of paperwork and unnecessary organization. Using a web application such as Crafts, you can specify the location, the room, and keep track of your time log whenever you want. Another thing that comes with staff management is employee information. This includes files, contracts, logs, reviews, and certifications. Keeping all files of employees, such as reviews and certifications, can save you many filing cabinet expenses. You can access this information at any time and print it out to keep a physical copy whenever you'd like. The choice is yours. Much like the attendance process, observations can happen daily, and it's very important that the documentation is accurate and easy to access. However, writing down observations can be time-consuming, and having many observations on paper, such as daily logs, can make it difficult to find specific observation history. Additionally, doing observations on paper can make sharing those observations with staff or the child's parent a longer process. Information such as how much a child eats, sleeps, incident reports, and other customizable categories can easily be recorded within seconds. It can also be sent to the parents directly from Crafts, or if the parent has a portal account, they can view the child observations whenever they want. This saves a lot of time and work since staff doesn't have to copy the information from a paper observation form, but rather into a computer within the click of a button. With a software like Crafts, you can make observations for a child within seconds, and the process of sharing those observations with parents is significantly reduced, if not eliminated. Transitioning to an online observation process with a software such as Crafts can eliminate those issues. Taking observations online is simple, quick, easy to keep track of, and with the click of a button, you can share the observations with parents and staff. Communicating with parents is also something that's very important and can be done very often. Usually, sending important notices is done by printing out copies and sending them home with the child in hopes that the parents will receive it. This can be unreliable as there is a lot of room for error. Communicating with parents is especially important in times of crisis or when immediate updates need to be conveyed. A daycare software app like Crafts makes it simple to contact all parents in each location, whether that's through email or through text. Texting parents is very handy when needing to contact parents quickly, since people tend to respond faster to text messages than emails. With Crafts, you can email or text parents registered in your daycare within seconds. You can also send bulk messages by room, by location, or if you want to manually select parents, you have that option too. This saves a ton of time since you don't have to manually input every individual contact that you'd like to send a message to. This email method of contacting parents is very useful for longer messages, newsletters, and much more. With this email feature, you can format the email however you'd like. A process that can be very time-consuming, painful, and have a lot of room for error is the daycare billing process. Billing and calculating subsidies for each cycle can be draining, and mistakes can prolong the process. By doing this process online, you can easily and quickly bill multiple families at multiple locations, and the subsidy is automatically calculated, so there's zero room for error. In minutes, bills can be generated for every family registered at your daycare. Billing with the Childcare app not only facilitates fast account statement generation by staff or parents, it can simplify charging a different rate for PA or PD days for school-aged children. Unlike using a program like QuickBooks, daycare management apps make it easier to bill families, track subsidy contributions, quickly see billing details by location or multi-location providers, and most importantly, reduce the time you spend on billing. Additionally, using a childcare management system will typically let parents access their own financial information through a parent portal. The payment process is another process that can be long and painful. When it comes time for parents to pay for your care, chasing down payments, tracking payments on paper, and credit card payment fees are just some of the challenges that you have to go through routinely. By doing your payment process online, you can eliminate some of these challenges, and recording and keeping track of payments can be simple, user friendly, and payments can be processed very quickly. Crafts also has multiple methods available for parents to pay with, such as cash, check, credit card, and EFT payments, which in other words means pre authorized debit payments. EFT payments are a cheaper and more efficient way to get paid, and it doesn't involve any paper or bank visits. Accounts are automatically updated. This means no more credit card fees, no chasing down payments, or dealing with checks. Managing payments online makes the recording and receiving of other payment methods such as cash, check, and credit efficient as well. You can record payment for a bill fee within seconds, and the information is readily available and easy to locate. Remember, all payments and billings are automatically updated and shown to the respective parents in their portal account. That way, they can view and print their own payment and billing information without staff having to send them anything. Finally, in daycares, many reports need to be made, such as tax receipts, allergy lists, enrollment letter data, bank deposit slips, and much more. This can be a very long and time consuming process, especially if the staff has to create and update each report manually. By generating reports online, reports about children, enrollment, finance, and banking can automatically be generated. These reports are based on the information that's already input into the system. All of this can be done within a click of a button. This saves a lot of time since over 30 different types of reports can now be generated. Overall, the daycare administrative processes that your staff has to go through every day are often hectic, and there is opportunity for growth. Managing childcare records, attendance, observations, billing, and payments, it's all more efficient when it's done online. A software like Crafts can help you transition to online administrative processes instead of paper. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Visit getcrafts.ca for more information or questions. Bye!